So anyway, this game is really fucking good.
The original Dying Light was a breath of fresh air for the zombie game genre. With incredible, stylized visuals, precise and intricate parkour gameplay, and an engaging and actually compelling story, Dying Light lit up the gaming scene. It took everything people loved about Techland's previous outing, Dead Island, and mixed it with the refreshing gameplay of Mirror's Edge, and delivered one of the best zombie game experiences of the past decade. 7 years later, Dying Light 2, Stay Human. This game is ass. A good sequel strives to do two things. First, improve on the original. Buff out all those annoying bugs and inconsistencies that people didn't like. And for what it's worth, Dying Light 2 actually does this. Coming from the clean, albeit clunky parkour system of Dying Light 1, Dying Light 2 feels as smooth as butter. Making parkour floatier might be a turnoff for a lot of people, but in my experience, jumping higher and flying farther is exhilarating. When it comes to combat, the original game had a fun and satisfying mix, but was weighed down by tedious and monotonous combat encounters. Dying Light 2, on the other hand, takes the combat and makes it so much faster and more fluid. It makes the original feel like it was made in 1998. Second, a good sequel needs to add its own spin on things to make it distinct from the original. And again, Dying Light 2 actually reaches that goal. With new equipment like the paraglider and grappling hook, as well as new abilities like proper wall running and more intricate movement combos, the game really feels like its own experience. Plus, there are more distinct gameplay differences like the GRE anomalies and quarantine facilities, alongside the new and unique environment of Villedor. So, what went wrong? Why is Dying Light 2 regarded as worse than the original? Well, it's simple actually. The story. Dying Light 2 was sold to me pretty simply. You are Aiden, a pilgrim in a post-fall world. Essentially, the world's most extreme UPS driver. And he's looking for his sister Mia in the city of Villedor, the last bastion of humanity. There's already a massive issue with this, and it comes in the form of I don't give a shit! In Dying Light 1's story, you get to meet the characters all at the exact same time Crane does. You get to form a bond with these characters throughout the game, and with that, you care about what they care about. You learn to love these people, and you feel the loss when they unfortunately die. While not perfect, it still had a damn good plot with interesting and likable characters. Now I have to ask, why would anyone care about Mia? There are examples of this in so many other games. In Far Cry 3, the driving factor of the game is, oh no, your girlfriend got kidnapped, go save her. And yet people do not give a damn about their girlfriend. You know who they do give a damn about? The main villain, Vas Montenegro. He talks directly to the main character, and thus the player. You get to understand him and his ways throughout the game. Similarly, in Halo Reach, you play as Noble 6, the newest member of Noble Team. At the beginning of the game, you don't know these people and you don't care. But as you go through missions with them, you learn who they are and what they value. And when the time comes, you feel the pain when they're gone. Dying Light 2 does not do this. Going further into the game's themes, in Dying Light 1 there is a clear theme of empathy, community, and the fact that, as a wise man once said, no one man should have all that power. It's simple, yet effective. Sticking with the people you learn to trust, understanding their pains and values, and being able to be an effective and valuable member of the community is what, in the end, let Crane come out on top. Compare this to Dying Light 2. In the game's marketing, Techland pushed the idea of making your own choices and choosing your own destiny. And I get it. You want to be Telltale, and that's a good goal to work towards. And yet, in the game, the choices don't matter. The game is built on these choices, specifically the choice between helping the Peacekeepers, a militia group, or the survivors. Why on God's green earth would you help the Peacekeepers? All they give you is decent protection on the streets, which, if you level up enough, you don't even need. All the while, helping the survivors gives you actual movement and exploration benefits. The game's subtitle is Stay Human, and of course they want you to think, oh, I make the decisions here. But what if instead you had to choose between helping the survivors of Villedor or being a selfish prick? Helping the survivors gives you the same movement and exploration benefits, while also giving you more access to shops and safe zones. But if you choose to be selfish, to live in the dark all by your lonesome, you get to keep the spoils of exploration. And you also gain the ability to harness the infection in your system, getting a boost of strength and speed at the cost of your humanity. In a similar way to Infamous, giving the player an actual morale system that changes gameplay and story in a meaningful way. By changing these things around, you can have a game that has deeper themes of community, humanity, and changing Aiden's goal. You add the theme of isolationism on top of the nuances of religion, government, and infrastructure that the game already has. And I know I seem too passionate about this, and I probably am, but Techland had something truly unique here, and watching them fumble this opportunity hurts.